Hi, I'm Holly Gray, author of Dissociative Living. I want to illustrate for you an example of dissociative memory and of how easy it is to overlook the most obvious answers to questions of traumatic history. I'm afraid of police officers. It's gotten a lot better in recent years, but it used to be that just spotting a police cruiser on the highway flooded my body with adrenaline, I guess. It was instantaneous and acutely physically painful. If I met an officer in person, I'd shake uncontrollably or dissociate completely. So here I had this fear of police officers, and I'm thinking, why? I wondered if there was some horrible memory of police brutality tucked away in my brain somewhere, until one day I was recounting a memory, not a recovered memory or anything like that, just a piece of my life that I'd never forgotten, and I realized I had the answer all along. I was 14 years old and I witnessed a man beating his son, so I ran to the nearest phone and I dialed 911. But I was shaking so badly that I couldn't get the words to come out right, and the dispatcher didn't understand what I was saying and hung up on me. She probably thought it was a prank. So I pulled it together and called back, and they sent officers to the scene. But when they got there, they didn't do anything except question why I'd called in the first place, more suspicious of me than the guy who was assaulting his kid. It never occurred to me that this one memory might be the source of my fear of police officers, because when I remembered it, I recalled facts, not feelings. But that's how dissociative memory works. In this case, facts and feelings were stored separately. So I remembered the incident, but I didn't feel those feelings of terror. I felt those feelings of terror when I saw a police officer. When I finally understood the mechanics of that, I realized there's not some horrible dissociated memory tucked away in my brain. What I already remembered was enough to account for the fear of police officers that I experience today. My point in telling you all of this is, if you're struggling to understand why you have dissociative identity disorder, trying to figure out what happened to cause it, just like I wondered what caused my fear of police officers, my guess is you already know. You don't have to dig. It's right there in front of you. It's just that it's dissociative memory, and so it might not match the feelings that you have today. And there may be more to the story than meets the eye, but I suspect the story you have is explanation enough. Thanks for watching. I'll see you online.